Well, Russia will pull out of the International Space Station after 2024 and focus on building its own orbiting outpost, according to the country's new space chief. Yuri Borisov, who was appointed earlier this month to lead the state-controlled space corporation Roscosmos, made the announcement during a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. He also mentioned Russia honor its commitments to the ISS until then. However, a senior NASA official said Moscow had not communicated its intent to pull out of the two-decade-old orbital partnership with the United States. So for more on this, we've reached Nicole Mortellaro, CBC's senior science reporter. Nicole, what do we know about this move by Russia?
Well, the announcement comes as a surprise and also not a surprise. So here's where the surprise comes in. The surprise is, Borisov, he actually made this announcement 11 days after he replaced Dmitry Rogozin and as the head of Roscosmos. But the thing is, that day when he was replaced, they actually announced a partnership between NASA and Roscosmos. So where this is coming from, it's a little, leaves you to scratch your head, because on the SpaceX, NASA's Crew 5 that will be launching no earlier than September, we're supposed to have a Russian cosmonaut on board. Now, where it's not a surprise is that we've heard this before. Dmitry Rogozin, like I mentioned, he was very controversial. He would say things in 2014 when, during the initial conflict with the Ukraine, he said, Americans are going to have to use a trampoline to get to the ISS. And this is before SpaceX had their rockets and Boeing. And then just earlier this year, Rogozin said you're going to need broomsticks to get to the ISS, and he also showed up. They posted a video of the Russian module leaving and abandoning the ISS. It was a fake thing, of course. So it leaves you a bit scratching your head, because this could be rhetoric that we've seen before. As you mentioned, NASA and ESA and the CSA, they have not received any official word, that they are leaving the ISS. And until they do, it's really nothing. It's really nothing, to be honest.
But in the interim, I suppose it's worth considering what this could mean for the International Space Station.
For sure. So until that agreement, so they have a year. They have to. Anybody who wants to pull out, they have a year to actually notify the partners. But if that does happen, you know what? They're going to need, NASA is going to need to have somebody else boost the station in orbit. That could be SpaceX. They don't have the capabilities now, but Northrop Grumman does. So, you know what? There are still going to be negotiations probably and trying to convince them to stay. But until then, we really just don't know.
All right. Thank you for the update on this. That is CBC senior science reporter Nicole Mortellaro.